Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today I'm doing something related to a video I done recently. If you watched the leaf blower video, it's not what I ordered. I ordered a 3-in-1 leaf blower, vac and shredder in one. And obviously they sent me a leaf blower. As soon as I realised that it wasn't the right product, I thought, well, I want one because of all the leaves in the front garden. I ordered one from Amazon, a 3-in-1, and it was delivered the next day. Now I've not actually looked at it yet, I've not opened it, so I thought we'll do it today. Tooltronix. Now it says electric blower, but it is supposedly a 3-in-1. What I'm hoping is, if this isn't very good at blowing, then I could use the other leaf blower to blow all the leaves in a pile off onto the drive, off the grass, and then use this to suck them up, and it basically shreds at a 10-to-1 ratio, so you end up with a smaller pile of leaves, and then it can go in the compost. So this is what you get in the box, or how it's packed. And yeah, this one is going to be, because that is so much bigger than the other one. What I thought the other one was going to be, Tooltronix, which I've never heard of. Comes with a bag, and it comes with the wheels. Again, this is what the other one should have been. And then it comes with instructions. It is quite heavy. That's why, obviously, it's on wheels, and you get this shoulder. Oh, okay, it's only a single. You know, you get this. I thought, from looking at the pictures, it attached twice, but it doesn't. It just attaches once, just to take some of the weight. Okay, so inside there, you've got a plastic fan. A big plastic fan. But, you know, we'll give it a chance. So, we do get, with this one, the 10 meters of cable length. Now, that's interesting. So that just goes in there. Does anything go in to hold it? Yeah, you got screws. Okay. So there's 2 screws. So I'm guessing one goes in there. Would it go in that way, or would it go in that way? It'll go in that way. I wonder if one of these little tiny screwdrivers will work from the... I doubt it. But I'm too lazy to get up at the moment. Oh, it might do. Yeah, I'm going to need a bigger screwdriver. I ain't going to do it with that. Right, that goes on there. That goes on the bottom. Which is... that's interesting. Okay, so that goes on the bottom. That's in. That's in. And then there you go. You've got your, you know. Yeah, so you've got the tube. All clicks in place. And it screws in the middle. And then you've got another screw point. I'm guessing once it clicks in it. Yeah, you've got another screw point. So that... see, this is why I need a studio. I ain't got enough bloody room. Don't break my glasses. Okay, so that goes in there somehow. Wow. That's not great, is it? Okay, we're in. It's actually as long as a table, so yeah, it is big. Right, let me get a screwdriver and let's get these screws in. Where did I put the other screw? That goes in now. Actually, one thing I have noticed. Okay, so you got a dial there. Okay, I missed that. Getting ahead of myself making it. You got a dial here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So clearly it's got some adjustability. So we'll start it on number 3, I think. All right, we'll start it roughly midway, and then down here you've got, which is blow and suck. Click in, or does that? No, that is it. Is it okay? No, okay. You lift it over. So there's a little bump to keep it in place. You just lift it over and it locks it in place. We're gonna go and have a play with it. See if it works. Okay, so just out of the front garden where I swept up all those leaves the other day, or blew them in a corner. I just want to see what it's like on the hard surface first, then we're going to try and tackle the leaves on the grass. But let's see what it can do. Realised that's on number 3. Let's turn it up to number 6. Okay. I didn't realise the bag actually clips on. So clearly, it works as a vacuum. It's done a good job on the leaves. The downside is it's actually sucking up the small stones as well, which you can hear it hitting the blade. So I'm guessing that's what people say about the blades get damaged, and they can get blocked quite easily. We've only got little tiny stones on our drive. It's like just where the tarmac, it's like, you know, just some of the little stones have come out of it. But yeah, I can understand why some people say it's easy to get clogged. But it's done a pretty good job. So on hard surfaces, no problem at all sucking up. These are quite big leaves as well. So clearly that works as well. But what about blow? Let's put it on blow. So yeah, it does work on the grass. Sucking is not too bad on the grass. The blower isn't great. But again, it doesn't help that my grass at the front is quite long, because I don't really bother with it, I just park my van on it. So the grass just grows round where I park. But yeah, it does work. So maybe a good product. But the other thing I want to see is, does it actually shred the leaves like it says? So let's take the bag off and have a look. Okay, okay, so just around the back of the shed again, where my compost bin lives. Just to see how it's done, whether it has actually shredded the leaves like it says at a 10:1 ratio. Also, I'm a little bit scared to open the bag because while I was at the front, I suddenly got a whiff of shit. And I realised I sucked up a cat poo. So that's going to be splattered all in the machine. And it's probably in this bag. So yeah, there are downsides to leaf suckers. Blowing them might be better. But at least you know it can suck up cat shit. Okay, so you have a zip on the underside of the bag. Well, look at that. Now, I'm not putting my hand in there for obvious reasons, but it clearly does shred. You know, you've still got some decent sized leaves in there, but you've also got some tiny bits. So yeah, that's actually not bad. Yeah, it's definitely cat shit in there because I'm getting a whiff. But yeah, okay, that's not bad. Let's get that in now. So as you can see, it does clearly shred a majority of the leaves. There was a few leaves that have escaped without being shredded, but that's not done a bad job, you know. I'm actually quite impressed with this for the money, apart from you know, the cat poo incident. Okay, so I had a play with the. So we don't play on this channel. I had a serious scientific experiment with the leaf blower, vacuum and shredder, and learnt two things. One, for £35, I think this was about £35, obviously the price will be in the video, but I'm sure I paid around about £35 on Amazon. You can get a decent 3-in-1 device. It's not actually that bad. I was quite impressed. And number two, you also learn that a leaf blower can also suck up cat poo. Ask me how I know. Yeah. Fucking yeah. There's a lot of cats around here, and it seems they like my front garden. Because yes, that is possibly a downside of a leaf vacuum. If you use a leaf blower and it blew the leaves off of that little pile of turd, you can then pick it up. But sucking everything up, you can't see what's under the leaves. And I didn't know it had sucked up what it had until I smelt it. And it literally, it must have hit the hit the fan unit, the shredder, and just got splattered. And the smell was like instant. And I thought, oh no, I know what that is. And then I saw another one, which is why I stopped doing that section. Neighbours are probably thinking, why has he done half his garden? What is he, some kind of idiot? Nah, I've done it for the channel. I'm not actually that bothered about the leaves, to be honest with you. But no, what I will do is I will use the blower that I've also kept, because the blow function on this isn't amazing. It does work, but not as well, and it's not as easy to control as the actual dedicated blower. That blower is much lighter, it's much smaller, it's easier to sort of like swing around, because the way this one works, you've got the big tube, which is where it sucks the leaves up. then when you flip the handle or the switch and flip it to blow, it blows out the thin back tube, not the front one. That's why at first I was angling it down thinking, well, it's not doing a very good job. And I realised because I was literally, that one was on the floor. And when I lifted it up a little bit, suddenly I realised, actually, okay, so that's suck, that's blow. So you've got less control because it's just aiming straight down. There's no curve on it like there was on the leaf blower I've got. But overall, I have to say I'm reasonably impressed with it. I am reasonably impressed. It doesn't do an amazing job. It doesn't like suck up the leaves super rapidly. But it does do it. It does suck them up. It does shred them. Looking in the compost heap, as you know, you would have seen, it does do a pretty good job of shredding most of it quite small. So yeah, you can get a massive pile of leaves down. It would take some time. I mean, I was only out there 20 minutes and I filled that bag up pretty much with leaves. So it's not the slowest. I still think possibly blowing them into a corner and then bagging them up would be quicker. For £35, there's not too much really that I can complain about here. It does what it says it does. You've got 6 levels of power. I started off on number 3 and it was still sucking leaves up, but as soon as I turned it up to number 6, you know, obviously it sucks them up with a bit more force. But yeah, I mean, Tooltronix, I've never heard of them. I will check out, see if they do any other things. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The downside is, as I say, I've put it in the shed. I was probably going to bring it in, dismantle it, put it back in the box, and then sell it at a boot sale. I want to keep the leaf blower. I think that's actually better for me because we've only got one tree. That's literally all I've got to do is clear that one tree's worth of leaves. So blowing them in the corner, bagging them up, sticking them in the compost will probably do me fine. But now that the bag and the actual device smells of poo, and I really don't know how I can clean it out without getting the motor wet. Obviously you can't just use a pressure washer in there because it's going to get into the motor. I don't really want to put my hands in there, even with gloves on. I don't really want to put my hands in there. So this is now my leaf blower vacuum, my 3-in-1, because no one's going to want to buy a 3-in-1 back that smells of doo-doo. So if the cat sees this video, because I know cats watch my videos, pss, pss, you know what that means. Yes, can you please kindly refrain from shitting in my front garden? You know, I'm trying to make videos. I mean, some of my videos are shit, but they don't have to smell like it as well, you know? Come on. Do it in your own bloody gardens. They never do they? Why do cats do that? They never leave their little dollops of brown stuff in their own garden. Why is that? What if humans did that? You know, what if we did that? Every time we needed to go to the toilet, we just went up to a random house, let ourselves in and used their bathroom. Why do they do that? Just go in your own house or in your own garden. I do like cats. I take little bags of cat treats and dog treats around, you know, on my delivery round, and that's why I'm not the fastest delivery person in the world, because I feed the animals and I talk to the customers. But that's just me. I like talking, as you can tell. So anyway, guys, what do you think of this Tooltronix 3-in-1 electric leaf blower? They still call it a leaf blower, even though it's a 3-in-1. I actually think it's pretty good, but this is my first leaf blower, so I don't know how good it should be. Was it sucking leaves up at a decent rate? Was it not? I don't know. You let me know. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment if you've got any questions about this one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. But yeah, that does it for this video. I'm going to get out of here. I've got to go to work. It's a busy day today. I've got a lot to deliver and I really don't want to, but we have to do these things, don't we, to pay the bills and everything. So yeah, I will see you all again hopefully very soon in the next one. But for now, bye guys.